So I've had a few requests from people who want to know a little bit more information about putting together the turban for the wise man, the second wise man, one of them anyway, in my nativity book. So I just wanted to show you because it is a little bit strange. So when you've knitted the turban, you'll get this sort of shaped piece of knitting. So you'll see there's a long end here and then a peak that's just there. I hope you can see that. And then it comes down into a shorter end. So to make the first seam for the turban, you need to fold this bit so the little corner here of the top side lines up with the taller on what looks like the little top of the hill. It's a bit curly, so I hope you can see that okay. So if you fold it like that, I hope you can see the sort of shape it is. The 2 points should meet there, and we're going to sew along that seam there. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back to you, okay? Okay, so I've now sewn along this bit here. I've just over sewn that seam, and just as a reminder, the right side of my knitting, the stocking stitch side, is on the inside. Now what we need to do is to sew along this bit here, so from there where it naturally falls to there. So I'm just going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again and I've sewn down this side, so now your shape will look like this. If I turn it the right way, I'm hoping you'll get a little bit more idea of the thing. Looks a little bit more like a turban. So what we need to do now is to just sew that side up. So there's a slight slant on that that you'll need to ease in. And I'm going to turn it back out to do that. So to look at it the other way, from the way you're going to be sewing it, you need to sew this edge here in place along there. I'm just going to do that, and as usual I'll be right back. So that's the seam I've just sewn, just over sewn it again. Started it just sort of what's going to be the centre of the turban. So here's the peak at the top. Remember, it's inside out at this stage, and that's where I started to sew my line of stitching over there. Now when I turn it out, I hope you will be able to see the turban likeness of the hat. If I just put my fingers in there, I hope that gives you an idea of it. Like lots of my projects, because they're quite sort of, don't really like to use the word fiddly, but they're quite small and quite intricate. I sometimes feel that you need to give the piece a good soak, squeeze it out, and give it a little bit of shaping before you put it on your wise man. And that's it for the turban tutorial. I hope you've found it useful.